Hey Taurus, welcome to Social Dragonfly Spiritual. My name is Eddie, if you don't know already. This is a timeless general crystal reading for the sign of Taurus. Alright. Let's see, how are you feeling? Let's get a mood crystal card for you. Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Okay, are you feeling lonely, Taurus? We have lonely. We may become lonely or self-isolated as a form of protection. Or if we are in a relationship that lacks the emotional depth we truly desire. There's a deep longing to be witnessed and cherished for our true selves that lies at the root of loneliness. You're feeling like someone's not seeing you for who you truly are, okay? So the crystals that would help for this, I don't know how to pronounce this, are Charoite. Charoite clears the state of consciousness to connect with the inner child. It offers a go-with-the-flow mentality, pushing out insecurity and nurturing greater awareness. Are you healing your inner child right now, Taurus? We have copper. Copper acts as a connective conduit, and its grounding quality allows total transparency and self-honesty. It supports you to come out of your shell and share more with the world. So maybe you felt rejected as a child, Taurus, like you felt like you couldn't be your true self, okay? We have Celestial Quartz. Celestial Quartz helps you break free and out of isolation. It pinpoints areas where you may be hiding your light from the world and generates synchronicities to help attract soulmates. Okay, so some of you could be single. We have, soulmates are not just like romantic things. Like my daughter is my soulmate. I have a best friend that I've been friends with for like fucking 15 years and she's my fucking soulmate. So, it could be something like that. You could be feeling like you want relationships where you can actually fully open up and be yourself with this individual. Okay, so maybe if you do have friendships or if you are in a relationship, it's just not the depth that you want. It's just not. I heard Scorpio, so some of y'all could have prominent Scorpio placements. Scorpio is about the depth, right? Scorpio goes deep. Scorpio likes to see everything all the way down to the bottom, to the rock bottom truth of what everything really is. Okay, so we have Epidote. Epidote, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. Epidote offers the potential to reconnect with life through nature, where you are never truly alone. The stone acts like a poultice, extracting out the unhappy areas of your life and helping you to understand the root of your loneliness. So, Charoite, Copper, Celestial Quartz, and Epidote. You can also try Peridot, Canvasite, or Aquamarine. Powerful stone combinations for loneliness would be Aquamarine and Celestial Quartz, Charoite and Epidote. Okay. Charoite, Copper, Celestial Quartz, and Epidote. Okay, loneliness. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have Insecurity. Okay, insecure. Even carnelian would probably be good. Working on that sacral chakra would probably be good for you right now. All right, let's pull from, that was the mood crystals deck. Let's pull from the crystal spirit deck. Crystal Spirit Oracle. Alright, what crystals can help my Taurus collective, my lovely Tauruses? Oop. Yeah, I feel like there's a resistance and stagnant energy here. Someone here is obsessed with finding their twin flame. So that in itself, you'll always feel like you're lacking something if you're looking for a relationship outside of yourself, if you're looking for your twin flame to complete you, okay? And the twin flame journey does have a lot to do with insecurity. Like the divine feminine always has to realize that this journey is about herself, right? This journey is about you. And you know, the twin flame thing, that's just a fucking label. Yeah, it's a type of soulmate, but it's just a label. I mean, everyone that's in your life acts as a mirror to you, okay? You can really grow if you start to look at everyone and everything that's in your outer reality as a mirroring effect for what's going on inside of you. That's a law of correspondence. Smithsonite, number 51. 51 breaks down to a 6, okay? Some of you have been neglecting your health or your physical body, okay? Spirit is reminding you that that's important to take care of your physical body. I love all the green here because it's like you're really wanting to share your heart. You're really wanting to share your heart with someone here. Now, the Crystal Spirit deck is new, so I'm going to have to read from the book. I know some people think that's lame. Well, then why the fuck are you watching me if you think it's lame? I don't give a fuck. All right. Number 51. Okay, Smithsonite. Smithsonite. So, Smithsonite essential meaning is rebirth from chaos, evolution, stress relief, emotional boost, and clearing of obstacles to growth. Clearing of obstacles to growth. That's powerful. My crown lit up when I said that. From here to there can be a rocky road, one that may even seem to move onto your feet as you engage in a process of healing with roiling emotions. Yeah, there's like very extreme, deep emotions I'm feeling here, and that's probably why I'm feeling this Scorpio energy. The journey can be confusing and unsettling and cause you to want to beat a hasty retreat. But Smithsonite Spirit's message is as clear as can be. You are haltingly moving forward into creating something new. If you feel as if you're unsteady and even going a little backward at times, it is only because you are being asked to look at the past and the lessons learned so that your next steps can be sure and steady. The ground is firm beneath you, the wind is at your back, and the conscious universe is beside you. So there is no need to look for what may seem to be safer ground. The landscape around you is changing. You are changing, and soon you will feel much more settled if you heed the call of the Smithsonite Spirit and trust that you'll be just fine. So breathe. It's all going to resolve soon, and the obstacles you find daunting will disappear. You are evolving, and the confusion will lift as you breathe and listen to the message of the Smithsonite Spirit. Even when you are leading your partner in dance, there will be times when it seems you are stumbling backward or twirling through the air. You feel unsure of where the ground is and whether you are about to fall. In every relationship, evolution is necessary at times, for circumstances always change. Scorpio is the energy of change, right? You must become the person you need to be so that intimacy and friendship can weather the inevitable storms and grow even stronger. Put one foot forward and twirl away without fear, for soon your gaze will meet your partner's and you will see eye to eye on what's most important. Then the right next step will become clear. Every creature on earth experiences growth spurts. Could you be in one now? Could it be that the ups and downs in your sense of prosperity reflect that you are maturing into someone new, one who is more comfortable with the fluctuations of wealth in the outer world because you have become more at peace with the natural flow of abundance and are feeling prosperous within? Law of correspondence. I said that earlier. We invest in and plant seeds. We nourish and tend. We harvest and enjoy the bounty that is ours, and then start the cycle all over again, imagining what comes next. Have faith in the cycle. For the support of the conscious universe, your ally in co-creation is the firm foundation beneath you. Feel encouragement from the conscious universe being conveyed to you through the Smithsonite Spirit, whose message is this: you have what you need in this moment, and more is coming to you, so breathe. So if you're feeling like you need something outside of you, okay, if you're feeling like you need something outside of you, if you're feeling like you need more from someone, if you're feeling like you need, and there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship and realizing that, hey, I deserve more, but I'm feeling that this is coming from, my left ear is ringing. I'm feeling like this is coming from a sense of like maybe rejection or like there's some aspect of, there's something that you're wanting. Maybe you're wanting like something from your partner that they're not giving you, like a sense of validation or something like that. That's not going to be for everyone, okay? But we do have insecure at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Do you feel like you're being harshly judged? Or are you harshly judging yourself, Taurus? Tell me more about why Taurus needs these crystals, please. Whatever you're feeling like you wish that you could get, like either from someone else, especially if this is stemming from insecurity, you can get this from your relationship with Source. You can get this from your relationship to God, Source, Spirit, Universal Energies, okay? So for some of you, it's communication. For some of you, it's communication with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, okay? I just heard, okay, so this is like Mercury and Sagittarius, so it is communication, but this is also, I'm feeling like the momentum or whatever this is, like you could be with someone for a long time, maybe you've been in the same relationship for a long time, and you're going to have ups and downs in any relationship. Okay, those of you who are in a relationship and feeling this way. Maybe things moved really quickly at first, and now things have slowed down. The momentum has gone. Others of you, this is simply about communication, and you're wishing that you could have more than just the small talk, okay? And you know, whenever you're going through your rebirth, your spiritual awakenings, it can be really frustrating when people only want to talk about like fucking TikTok and Twitter and like, you know, the Kardashians and shit. I mean, like you can really be frustrated with people, you know? And that can make you feel insecure also, especially if you're interested in things that like none of your friends are interested in. So this could be it for some of you. You guys are really moving forward. Maybe you're afraid in your spiritual journey. You're really progressing. Maybe you're feeling like you can't express who you really are to those around you because they don't accept you, or you feel like you'd be rejected, okay? Like you just don't fit in, like black sheep energy. Four of Swords in the reverse. I was picking up some energy on health also, okay? Some of you really need to take care of your physical body here. I'm getting that someone here needs to get their lymphatic system flowing, okay? One of the best things that you can do is drink a lot of water. You need to be peeing, pooping, and sweating every single day. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Pooping is spiritual, bitch. I don't care, okay? Everybody needs to do it. Everybody does it. I really don't. I don't give a fuck if you, whatever. If you think it's gross, then fine. I'm sorry that you're triggered by what I have to say. Click off, whatever. You know, getting your lymphatic system flowing, like doing rebounding, bouncing on a ball, like one of those exercise balls. You want to release some of the toxins in your body. I feel like that's definitely affecting you right now, okay? Stress for sure. Some of you are having problems sleeping. Tell me more about this, please. Five of Swords in the reverse. Some of you, there's been a cutoff in communication from someone. It could be online or something like that, and there's an energy of like sabotage here. Just be sure that your loneliness or confusion about a situation or overthinking or stressing about a situation is not causing you to do something to sabotage anything, sabotage yourself, sabotage a relationship, okay? Because we have the Five of Swords here in the reverse, and some of you, this is keeping your mouth shut and compromising just for the sake of, like, you know, you're not, I don't know, I feel like there's something that some aspect of yourself that you're ignoring because you think it's not widely accepted. Does it really matter who else accepts this about you? Whatever this is, okay? Because, you know, in all honesty, all that matters is you. I feel like there's an energy here where you need to, I mean, this is, yeah, the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords both in reverse. That's a Nine of Swords in reverse, okay? I feel like there might even be some guilt or shame here connected to either some communication or something that happened, right, between yourself and another person. Self-worth and self-esteem, the Empress. Self-worth and self-esteem. Self-value. Honoring the self. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get, yeah, Nine of Swords in reverse, like, bitch. Like, you know what? I just said that. Okay. I'm going to pull from the Decoding Your Self-Esteem deck because I feel intuitively like that would be a good idea. All right, now, my nails, I can't pick it up. I'm feeling a lot of like regret, or Aries got some similar like that, like a coulda, shoulda, woulda, but this is more of a, like you're not even allowing yourself to be, okay? You're not reaching out, you're not communicating. There's a lot of who you are that you are afraid to express. I feel like you want to be seen. You want to be seen for who you truly are, okay? What you have to offer, what you have to give. The true depth and nurturing and loving energy that is you. Male or female doesn't matter, okay? Or, you know, gender or neutral, or like it doesn't matter the gender, like, okay. But this is about the feminine, the divine feminine energy. She gives herself without the expectation of receiving anything, okay? The Empress gives herself, you know, she gives, and she gives freely, right? And she gives without the expectation of receiving anything in return. She doesn't really give a shit about how someone's going to respond, because she knows if she's divinely guided to offer herself to someone or something, or some aspect of herself, her time or energy, she's doing it because she knows that that's like what she's divinely called to do. So she doesn't expect anything in return. I feel like you might have, just be mindful of what you're giving and why you're giving it, because I did see the Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay? And I did see that the Queen of Cups in the reverse can be someone who can be very kind and loving and generous, but she gives with the expectation of having some sort of like return, okay? Whenever she gives something, it's like if you loan someone money and it's not really about whether they're going to pay you back or not, or if you loan someone, you know, if you let someone cry on your shoulder or something, and it's like you're doing that, if you're doing that with the expectation that they're going to say, give you all of this, like, wow, you're such a great advice giver, or you're such a this or that, or, you know, doing it with the expectation that they're going to do the same thing for you instead of just doing it out of the kindness of your heart because it's who you are, okay? That can really cause a lot of pain. It can cause a lot of turmoil because you're attached. You're allowing yourself to be attached to an outcome. Okay? And that can be a dangerous thing. That can be a dangerous thing. So, whatever you're doing, whatever you're giving of yourself, whoever you are, whoever you choose to be, make sure that you're doing that unapologetically and doing that without expecting anyone to react in any particular way. And that can be hard to live that way, to be that way, if you have inner child wounds, you know, from not being accepted. Maybe you tried to offer yourself as who you truly were, and you weren't accepted for who you truly are back then. So it kind of caused you to kind of go into this shell. And, it can cause the ego to be triggered, and it can cause you to be like, the ego is the protective personality, okay? The ego is what protects you, and it goes out of your way. It goes out of its way, the ego, to convince you, okay, right? Like, don't give to that person, right? Because they're not going to recognize who you truly are, or they're not going to, it's like, I don't know, there's like this energy of like thinking that needing someone to react a certain way, like it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, this fell out, so I'm just going to read it, okay? It says, you have become self-absorbed and have not yet recognized the consequences of your actions. There's some way or something that has happened, some way that you've reacted to someone, okay? Someone could have cut off communication with you or something like that, and I feel like you're not seeing why. You're not seeing the reason why, or hey, you know, I'm sure someone's gonna get triggered and mad or whatever and like thumbs down me, but thanks for the thumbs down. They still help my channel. Negative comments help my channel too. So the thing is, it's like, you know, they want you to not allow yourself to be triggered, okay, with your ego. They want you to actually be able to take a step back and self-evaluate and not allow yourself to get carried away with the rejection emotions that come up, okay? Because if you just like cut off and just say, you know, well, fuck that person anyway, right? That's the Five of Swords in the upright. Like, fuck that person anyway. Like, you know, just because they trigger something within you where you have to look at yourself, you're never going to learn that way. I mean, you can say fuck that person anyway, but you're not allowing yourself to really see what part you played. Like, everybody has... We all have to be accountable for our own energy, okay? We all have to be accountable for our own energy. I'm just going to move on because I feel like somebody's not taking that well anyways. Give yourself the space to heal. Past emotional pain will continue to manifest in different forms until you process it and give it a defined value. Give yourself the space to heal. Past emotional pain will continue to manifest in different forms until you process it and give it a defined value. There's communication blocks here and issues with relationships. You have swords, all swords cards. You have the 4 swords, the 5 of swords, and the 9 of swords, all in reverse. There's a lack of mental clarity here. Do we really, like, if we, a lot of us, it's like, yeah, we're spiritual, right? I'm spiritual, you know, and I this and that, but it's like, people like to talk about the law of attraction, but they don't really understand other important universal laws, okay? Like that of the law of correspondence, the law of, you know, cause and effect, okay? I mean, you can study like Hermeticism, okay, the 7 Hermetic principles or whatever. That's basically the same thing. I feel like the 12 universal laws are a little bit more easier to understand. You may want to start studying that, and the reason why is because there's a lack of understanding here as to why a relationship has gone the way it was, or why there's a break in communication. And I feel like there's some of you here who may just be like brushing it off and then being like, well, fuck them, I don't whatever. And then just going on to the next relationship or moving on, but you're still in the same place. If you're still feeling loneliness, if you're still feeling insecurity, if you're still feeling triggered, there's a need to stop and self-reflect and self-evaluate and be like, okay, what energy within me was that person reflecting back to me? Why do I keep attracting people who, you know, can't communicate properly? Why do I keep attracting people who, you know, whatever it is, whatever problem you're having with whoever you're dealing with, ask yourself why you keep attracting the same person in a different meat suit. Because if you can look at their energetic frequency, you can understand, and you understand the law of correspondence, you can look within yourself and go, okay, my energy that's within me of insecurity or low self-esteem, or my inner dialogue when I tell myself, pay attention to your thoughts, when I tell myself I'm not good enough, or, you know, I almost feel like you're putting it in another person's hands. Like if they don't treat me this way, or call me back, or accept my money, or accept my whatever that you're trying to give them, then it's like, then they must think I'm a piece of shit, or they must think I'm unattractive if they don't. And it's just like you're putting it in the hands of someone else, and that always leads to heartbreak. Make peace with your past and reprogram how you allow it to define you. Make peace with your past and reprogram how you allow it to define you. There's something that happened here in the past. I don't know if you want to work it out with this person, but I don't see you communicating. There's somebody you want to work it out with. There's not really any way I can like sugarcoat this or make it sound any different. Like there needs to be some accountability of like, okay, what did I do? You know what? I'm feeling this triggers deck would be really, really good. I feel like some of you, there's like money or like some sort of abundance or money or something you view as like your superpower, or you think that that's where you put your worth or something. It's like, you know, I may not have this type of relationship, but at least I have all this. Like, it's like there's a void being filled here. Okay, let's look at the triggers deck. This is from, I think, Total Divine Products or something like that. I got it on Etsy. They have some really good decks. One more. Yeah, because I can just feel somebody being triggered. And Spirit's telling you, like, hey, you're not stopping to think. Like, relax and just kind of allow yourself to be in this energy of, like, okay, whatever ended, what programs do I have that are running? How is my ego causing me to feel this way? I can act resentful and distance myself from people for months without addressing the issue. Yeah. So there's something that you're ignoring here. You're distancing yourself from someone or something. And, you know, I feel like you might have resentment towards someone, okay? Anger, resentment, whatever. But you're not really self-assessing or looking at the real issue here. It is what it is. I can't really. I feel envy because I don't feel good enough about myself. Yeah, insecurity. I feel envy because I don't feel good enough about myself. And this is that energy of envy, the Five of Swords. That is envy. This might cause you to maybe act a certain way that, I don't know, there might be some words that you said or something that's, because at the end of the day, you do feel guilt for however this went down, or you feel like some sort of guilt or shame. I mean, I feel envy. There's enviness, there's enviness, there's envy, there's jealousy, there's unworthiness, okay? When I feel unworthy, I go into hermit mode with no explanation to others. Yeah. It's that energy of like, well, fuck them. I don't care. I'm not going to talk to them anymore. I'm just going to cut them off and act like nothing happened. Because that might be easier at the moment than to address what really happened. When I fail to set boundaries with others, I become angry with myself for days. Okay, so others of you might feel like your boundaries are crossed, like you gave too much. I feel like you might have invested in someone, maybe financially supported someone, whatever the case may be. And you probably didn't get back what you thought you deserved. Okay, which speaks to the energy of, like I said earlier, when I saw that Queen of Cups in the reverse, giving with stipulations or feeling like, yeah, some of you, it's, this is just simply like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to put in the work for this anymore. I don't want to support you anymore. I don't want to, like, there's some aspect of this that you gave too much, or you felt like your boundaries were crossed, but you didn't really express to this person the boundaries that you really had. Yeah. Spirit says that I'm speaking the truth here with the Ace of Swords, okay? You might be put in a situation where you're forced with the Hanged Man to work this out. Also, the Hanged Man is Pisces, is 12th house energy, okay? And that rules the 12th house, and Pisces energies rules the unconscious and subconscious. It also rules the, what do you call it? Self-defeating tendencies. So there's a need to kind of see this from a different perspective. There might need to be some forgiveness here. And I feel like once you have this epiphany, you're going to come out and communicate it. Or Spirit is urging you to. Oh, baby's crying. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. So before you can move forward, you're going to have to see the truth about what this is here. This is Christ consciousness energy also. Right? And to get to the Christ consciousness energy, that's a lot to do with the heart space. The heart is really everything, okay? The heart is really everything, but you're fighting with yourself. You're fighting with yourself here. And to get to the heart chakra, you have to go through the others first, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, okay? That's really understanding the self and being able to be honest with the self. So for you to have this type of Christ consciousness energy, there needs to be a sacrifice. The ego needs to be sacrificed, okay? And that's where the whole ego death comes from, because Christ was crucified and resurrected, okay? You are in a rebirth period. You're going to rise again from whatever this is, but this is definitely a hard lesson for you to learn. Your self-worth will increase once you allow yourself to think about it, I don't even feel like you want to think about it. When you do think about it, you're like, nope, don't want to think about that. But you're not going to be able to move forward. I feel like, you know, until, like, Spirit's going to be giving you obstacles. The Chariot in reverse is obstacles. All right, obstacles. Until you're learning to make peace with whatever this was that happened. Okay, you're going to have to become aware of your subconscious programming. Even if you don't want to talk to that other person, like, fuck it, you don't have to. Eight of Wands in reverse, that's fine. Like, you don't have to talk to that other person. But the Four of Swords, the lack of communication, the Four of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Wands in reverse, that's saying that the lack of communication, there are things that you do want to say or that you wish you could say, okay? And it is eating you up. Eating you up. Four of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. This speaks to doing the shadow work, okay? Like, doing the shadow work and actually understanding and being able to look at it so you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to see it from a different perspective. It's not about being right or wrong. Somebody here, like, you have to be able to not have the last word. You have to be okay with that. Tell me about the inner, one more thing. Tell me about the inner child thing. 31 minutes, holy shit. For Taurus, the inner child thing. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. This is the heart. Yeah, so listen, you cannot get that Christ consciousness energy, okay? You can't reach that level of consciousness without the heart chakra. And whenever you get to the heart chakra and you're opening that and you're expanding that, you really have to look at the things that you lie to yourself about. It's as simple as that. Like, what are you lying to yourself about? What are you denying? That's really doing the work. Also, unconditional love. And I feel as though there's like a sense of perfectionism here and you're being too hard on yourself, and you're comparing yourself to others of those around you. Maybe you're afraid to be your true self, because the fact of the matter is here, some of y'all, this is a father wound, okay? The fact of the matter is here, there's a sense of perfectionism here, and you felt like you had to earn the love. Maybe you felt like you had to earn the love. Like, true love is all earned. It's like Ricky Bobby, okay? I watched that movie the other day. And he was naming all these people, you know, and you're like, all great people, all heroes, all very successful, and all loved. He had this thing where he thought he had to earn love. When you are connected to source, when you're connected to spirit, and you know in your heart, right, that you are unconditionally loved because you are love, okay? That is a shift in consciousness that you're going to have here. And that's when these blockages are going to be removed, because that's when the heart is truly open, because you're going to look at all of the things that you perceive as flaws, and you're going to be like, fuck what anybody else says or thinks. Like, you know, you're going to look at yourself and be like, it doesn't even fucking matter all that other shit outside of me, because I know I'm the Empress. Because not only have I gone through births and rebirths, okay, the Empress is traditionally depicted as pregnant, but because of the rebirths that I have gone through, I've been able to give birth to something beautiful. That's what this is, birth. It can be birth. New beginning. You don't have to earn love from people. When you truly begin to love yourself despite all of your perceived flaws, you will attract an individual who will love you just the same way that you love yourself. You will have that depth with that person. And you'll be able to have no secrets. But to have a relationship where you have no secrets with someone, you have to have no secrets with yourself. Okay? I feel like that wraps it up. So, yeah, some people are going to be triggered with this one. Get to the real issue here. Some of you, this is you feeling like you have to earn love. Yeah, insecurity, despair, hopelessness. Okay? Okay, Taurus. Oh, yeah, no, I gotta get one of these. I got one for Aries. I'm gonna get one for Taurus. Your reading is longer. Final message for Taurus, please. All right, we have the law of pure potential. Open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. Are you allowing yourself to receive love, Taurus? Because right now I don't feel like you're even in an energy to receive the depth and the love and the trust and the truth from this person or whoever, right, that you want. Allow yourself to be in an energy. Work on your divine feminine energy. Look up the difference between divine feminine energy and distorted feminine energy. Study that because that'll really, really help you. Okay. All right. Hopefully that helped you, Taurus. And if you guys like free readings, I do go live on Fridays. Okay, I do free reading Friday. I do not require any donations. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and just look for that update for when I go live. I do have other readings on my channel if you want to check those out as well. And as always, I love you like oxygen. Many blessings until next time. Bye.